Rima.
Hey Fiona, how are you?
Hi, good, thanks. So what is a remaining loan term?
Remaining loan term in, okay, let me take a step back and explain what is the remaining loan term. So let's say you get a loan today with the bank,
Yeah.
and your loan is starting from today, but after on 30 years loan term, but after 2 years it'll be 30 minus 2, obviously 28, right? 28 years loan term. So your loan starting today on 30 years. 30 years?
Yeah.
Today. Okay, after 2 years, it'll be what? 28 years loan term. Loan term, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you go to a bank at that time, after 2 years, let's say to buy another property, so let's say this is with bank, let's say this is with ANZ. Now you go with AMP to buy another property. Yeah, this is one property and this is the second property.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you get a loan from AMP, they want to know what is your remaining loan term on this property or on this loan.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is 28.
Which is 28. Now, if you do their calculator, you get the new loan on 30 years because you're just starting the new loan.
Yeah. Okay.
But you put the existing loan figures. So let's say your existing loan is 1 million as of now. Yeah. So you put this as in that the remaining term is 21 years, not 30 years.
Okay.
Now, how does this impact, the borrowing decision or the borrowing capacity? Because let's say if you were putting this on 30 years,
Yeah.
then obviously you'll get two more years of a bit of a leeway in the borrowing capacity. So your borrowing capacity will go a little bit higher. Yeah.
Okay.
Because there are people who got like only 25 years loan term left.
Yeah.
Because they got the loan 5 years back. So when you put this loan as 25 years, obviously your borrowing capacity will reduce,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you're putting this loan on 25 years, although new loan on 30. If you were refinancing it, so now where's the trick? Where's the strategy? As an expert point of view. So if let's say a client comes to you, they say that I took this loan 25 years back and now I want another loan, but their borrowing capacity is at a borderline. What do you suggest? That ask whether this is not on fixed rate and whether they can refi or they can put it back on 30 years with the same bank.
Okay.
Because if this goes back 30 years, now people normally say, oh, I don't want to, put my loan back on 30 years. But
Yeah.
you can pay off your loan in 10 years time if you want to. With your extra repayments,
Yeah.
with your, if you have a borrowing capacity or if you want to pay extra money into it, you can pay this anytime. Why don't people, this is a myth that people don't want to put it back on 30 years and
Yeah.
they don't want to restart, but that's an old mentality. People can pay off the loan if it's a variable anytime. Anytime in the sense like even 10 years or 15 years, if they make paying extra repayments, it's called amortization. So they can keep adding extra repayments and they can pay it off earlier. They
Okay.
don't have to pay it in 30 years again,
Yeah.
right? Again, some people don't want to pay extra repayment. Yes, for them it affects that if you restart the loan on 30 years, So if they just have a figure in their mind that over 30 years I'm going to pay my loan and this is what I'm going to pay, if they've got that kind of a proper plan, then of course it does affect that we are putting it on 30 years. But that's called remaining loan term and this impacts the borrowing capacity.
Yeah.
So if there's a bit of a borderline case, we go to a bank who doesn't care about the remaining loan term. Like for example, one of the banks I was doing the other day, I was doing the training with them. They said we don't do it on remaining loan, we do it on 30 years, even the OFI. This is called OFI, other financial institution, but they do it on the higher assessment rate.
Yeah.
So that's a bit of technical. When we do the next training, we can discuss that.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.